They yelled, they bickered, they made us laugh till we cried. But where did the cast of Mama's Family go after the final curtain? From Thelma's legendary sass to Bubba's heartthrob charm, we're about to show you what happened after the Harper house went quiet. Get ready. Some transformations will warm your heart, and others may shock you. This is Mama's Family, then and now. Vicki Lawrence transformed herself into the unforgettable Thelma Mama Harper, a feisty, apron-wearing Southern grandma with zero filter and a death stare that could stop time. With her gravelly voice, quick insults, and endless sass, Mama ruled the household with an iron rolling pin. Originally created for the Carol Burnett show, the character became so beloved that she earned her own spin-off, and Vicki's performance carried it through every hilarious meltdown and eye roll. Vicki Lawrence was born on March 26, 1949, in Inglewood, California. Discovered by Carol Burnett herself at just 18, she rose to fame as part of the Carol Burnett Show ensemble in the 1970s. Beyond pas de comedy, she also found success in music with her 1973 hit song, The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. By the time Mama's Family aired in 1983, Vicki had already proven herself a multi-talented star, playing a character decades older than herself with uncanny authenticity. Now 76 years old, Vicki Lawrence is still making audiences laugh. She's toured the US with her one-woman show Vicki Lawrence and Mama, appeared in sitcoms like The Cool Kids, and continues to embrace the Mama legacy with pride. Whether she's cracking jokes on stage or on social media, she remains a beloved icon of classic TV. One thing's for sure, Mama may have aged, but she's definitely not mellowed. Rue McClanahan played Fran Crowley, Mama's high-strung, career-focused sister and a local newspaper journalist. With her sharp tongue, intellectual pride, and thin patience, Fran often clashed with Mama, sometimes over family, sometimes just over breakfast. Rue infused the character with dry wit and uptight charm, making Fran the perfect comedic foil to Mama's no-nonsense Southern sass. Though her time on the show was brief, she left a memorable mark. Rue McClanahan was born on February 21, 1934, in Houlton, Oklahoma. Before Mama's Family, she was already a sitcom veteran, known for roles in Maude and All in the Family. After leaving Mama's Family in 1984, Rue quickly found the role that would define her legacy, Blanche Devereaux in The Golden Girls. With that performance, she became a television icon, earning an Emmy Award and millions of devoted fans around the world. She was 49 years old when she first appeared as Fran and continued acting into the 2000s. Rue McClanahan passed away on June 3, 2010 at the age of 76 due to a stroke. Though Fran met a comedic end on Mama's Family via a runaway toothpick, Rue's career was anything but short-lived. Elegant, fearless, and brilliantly funny, Rue McClanahan left behind a legacy as one of television's golden greats. Ken Berry played the sweet but scatterbrained Vinton Harper, Mama's well-meaning son, who was always one step behind the conversation. Whether fumbling through parenting, working at the quick keys, or trying to keep peace between Mama and his fiery wife Naomi, Vinton brought lovable cluelessness to every scene. Berry's comedic charm, physical humor, and warm screen presence made Vint a central figure in the show's enduring appeal. Ken Berry was born on November 3, 1933, in Moline, Illinois. A talented dancer, singer, and comedic actor, he began his career in the military and soon found fame on television with roles in F Troop, Mayberry RFD, and variety specials. By the time he joined Mama's Family in 1983, he was a seasoned TV star with a signature style that blended sincerity with slapstick. His boyish energy made Vinton both hilarious and endearing. Berry was 49 years old when Mama's Family premiered. He continued acting into the 90s and later enjoyed a quiet retirement, making occasional public appearances and staying active in fan circles. He passed away on December 1, 2018, at the age of 85. Though he's gone, Ken Berry's lovable portrayal of Vinton lives on, and still brings smiles to fans of every generation. Beverly Archer made a lasting impression as the pink-loving, craft-obsessed neighbor, Iola Boylen. With her frilly blouses, birdhouse collection, and awkward charm, Iola was the perfect complement and occasional comic punching bag for Mama. Archer's subtle facial expressions and impeccable deadpan delivery turned Iola into a fan favorite. Whether she was pining for Vint or bringing over a hideous handmade gift, Iola always brought laughs with a side of cringe. Beverly Archer was born on July 19, 1948, in Oak Park, Illinois. Before joining Mama's family in 1986, she was already a seasoned sitcom actress, having starred in shows like We've Got Each Other and The Nancy Walker Show. After winning over audiences as Iola, she went on to play another beloved role, teacher Ms. Pitts on Major Dad. Known for her talent for playing uptight but lovable characters, Archer had a niche all her own. She was 38 years old when she debuted as Iola and is now 76 in 2025. Beverly Archer retired from acting in the early 2000s and now leads a private, quiet life outside of Hollywood. Though she left the screen behind, fans still adore her for her wonderfully weird portrayal of Iola, a woman whose heart was as big as her hair bows. Dorothy Lyman lit up the screen as Naomi Oates Harper, Vinton's flirtatious, high-spirited wife who worked at the local food mart and sparred daily with Mama. With her tight outfits, teased blonde hair, and no-filter attitude, Naomi was equal parts sass and sweetness. Lyman brought razor-sharp comedic timing and real heart to the role, making Naomi more than just comic relief. She was a woman with dreams, drama, and a never-ending supply of side-eye. Dorothy Lyman was born on April 18, 1947, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Before joining Mama's family, she was already a daytime TV star, earning 2 Emmy Awards for her role as Opal on All My Children. Juggling both shows at once, sometimes flying coast to coast in a single day, Lyman built a career on versatility and dedication. Her performance as Naomi added fire to the Harper household and made her one of the sitcom's standout personalities. Lyman was 36 years old when Mama's Family began airing in 1983. After the show ended, she stepped behind the camera, becoming a successful director and producer on hits like The Nanny. In recent years, she's returned to the stage and continues acting in independent films and theater. Now 78 years old, Dorothy Lyman is still fierce, funny, and proud to have been Mama's favorite sparring partner. Karen Argoud played Sonia Harper, the smart, sarcastic teenage daughter of Vinton, and a rare voice of reason in the Harper household. Whether rolling her eyes at family drama or trying to survive Mama's old-school parenting, Sonia was the classic 80s sitcom teen, relatable, sharp, and often caught in the middle of grown-up chaos. Though her time on the show was short, Argoud gave Sonia a genuine, grounded presence that balanced the over-the-top humor. Karen Argoud was born on November 8, 1960, in Kissimmee, Florida. Mama's Family was her breakout role, landing her on screens nationwide from 1983 to 1984. Though she didn't return for the syndicated revival of the show, she remained a familiar face in guest appearances on TV throughout the 80s. Unlike many young stars, Argoud didn't chase long-term Hollywood fame. Instead, she quietly stepped away to live a more private life. She was 22 years old when she joined Mama's Family and is now 64 in 2025. In recent years, she has reconnected with fans through nostalgic reunions and online interviews, fondly reflecting on her time as Sonia. Though she may have left the screen early, Karen Argoud's place in classic sitcom history and in fans' hearts remains sweet and secure. When Mama's Family returned in syndication, it brought with it a new spark, Allan Kayser as Bubba Higgins, Mama's teenage grandson. With his mullet, tight jeans, and teenage attitude, Bubba was a hit from the start, especially with the show's younger fans. He brought a fresh dynamic to the family chaos, blending youthful rebellion with genuine heart. Whether clashing with Mama or fumbling through his love life, Bubba became a standout character and something of an 80s TV heartthrob. Allan Kayser was born on December 18, 1963, in Littleton, Colorado. Before joining Mama's Family in 1986, he appeared in teen comedy films like Hot Chili and Night of the Creeps. But it was Bubba that made him a household name. With charm, comedic talent, and serious stage presence, Kayser quickly earned a devoted fan base and became one of the show's most talked-about cast additions during its final seasons. Kayser was 22 years old when he joined the cast and is now 61 in 2025. While he stepped back from the spotlight in later years, he's remained active on the convention circuit, delighting fans with his appearances and keeping the Mama's Family spirit alive. Though Bubba's days of living in Mama's basement are long gone, Allan Kayser remains forever beloved by fans of classic sitcoms. Eric Brown played Buzz Harper, Vinton's clean-cut teenage son with a polite attitude and a permanent, "Yes, ma'am." As the more mild-mannered sibling compared to his sister Sonia, Buzz mostly stayed out of trouble, though he often found himself confused by the wild dynamics of the Harper household. While he didn't get the most screen time, Eric Brown gave Buzz a likable, all-American charm that added heart to the show's early run. Eric Brown was born on December 17, 1964, in New York, USA. Before Mama's Family, he gained attention for his bold leading role in the 1981 film Private Lessons. His work on Mama's Family from 1983 to 1984 introduced him to sitcom audiences, but after the show's retooling and cast shakeup, Buzz was quietly written out. Brown continued acting throughout the 80s and 90s, with roles in films, guest TV spots, and made-for-TV movies. He was just 18 years old when Mama's Family premiered. As of 2025, he is 60 years old, living a much more private life outside the spotlight. While he hasn't been active in Hollywood for years, Eric Brown remains a nostalgic figure for fans of the show's original seasons, and a reminder of the early family dynamic that helped launch Mama's Family into sitcom history. From aprons to attitude, casseroles to chaos, Mama's Family wasn't just a sitcom, it was a slice of Southern comfort that made millions laugh. Decades have passed since Thelma Harper first yelled across that living room, but the cast and the memories live on. Some have stepped off the stage, others are still making us smile, and all of them left their mark on classic television. Who was your favorite character? Which cast transformation surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your memories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more trips back to TV's golden age. Thanks for watching, and remember, Mama may not always be right, but she's never wrong.